Hey everyone, this is Jane from Your Way Weight Loss. Actually, I'm here, I'm listening right now, Leash, and you're not even in my ears. Like,
Oh, is that
it's
a
fine.
problem?
I don't think that's a problem. We've
Okay.
never done it this way.
I feel like we've done it every way. How is it possible there's a way we haven't done it?
Hilarious. We haven't done it that way, like together, but I definitely record my solo podcast just with me and my.
It's gonna be okay.
And remember when we did it with you and Neil and Jeff and I, we don't have that. Like, you're not
No,
in my ears. We're just talking. I don't know. We like started, it looks fancy.
it does look fancy. Yeah.
Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a great day so far. We are just continuing the trend of the tips, our 7 tips for successful weight loss. In the last podcast, we really went through what is successful weight loss. So that's weight loss without deprivation, without feeling hungry, and actually being in control of the weight loss, not dieting. That is what successful weight loss is. So just even that definition is important to have that reminder.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the rest of the diet industry is defining successful weight loss as a physical transformation. You don't even see heads in their transformation photos. That's how much think about
Oh,
that.
so funny. Also, success is also by how fast it is. So they definitely do like to show a timeline in how fast that weight loss happened, or that, that transformation happened. So it's like this transformation happened in 27 minutes. You know what I mean?
And I'm not bashing other programs, but
I am.
there is a there was a image being used by another company, and it was by someone who had lost weight following a meal plan very quickly, very extreme, and they were literally 60 pounds heavier, let's say, at the point where these people are sharing their physical transformation.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're going to their archives of physical transformations. Like, it's not real time. And
No.
that's really important to us. I don't know if you've ever seen our transformation Tuesdays and Friday face-to-face Fridays that we share on social media. And we actually ask every Tuesday, hey, who wants to share their transformation? So it's always in current time. That is really important to us, that we're not sharing an old transformation from someone that is either not a member anymore, or whatever has regained. But it's really is important that it's in real time. When you see a transformation, this is the person today. That's how they feel today as well. And their words are so important. I feel like people, because of our affiliate program, if you see people sharing their stories, it's because we ask them to do that, because we think it's important they share their story. It is more powerful when you share your story. So if you have a good story to share, please know you inspire people when you do that. Like, people like are sometimes like, oh, I don't want to, I'm like, I'm sorry, this is your timeline, your platform. You can do whatever you want with it. You can share how happy you are, how miserable you are. That's why it is your space. And I think that society needs to work on just worrying so much on what people are going to say about their own space. So if you feel like, I just want you to know that when you do have a transformation, especially a weight loss transformation, you inspire so many of your followers. And often it's not your best friend. It's people that you barely know, but they've been watching.
And especially because we're so different. So I think that's why it's extra important for our people to be sharing, because people see Your Way weight loss and they're just like, but I don't get it. You don't get a meal plan. You don't get rules. How are you losing weight? So, the more that people can share their way, like their story, their experience, because every single person's experience at Your Way weight loss is different. Like, no one walks through the doors at Your Way weight loss and it's like, okay, here's this, this, and this, go do this, this, and this. It's not, that doesn't happen. So everyone's experience is so different, and it is so powerful to share.
Yeah. And when you share your story and you share that you did it your way, it creates hope. Like, you don't know this, but it's inspiration, but it's also hope. And so, because people struggle with even just believing that they can lose weight their way. And when you prove that you did it, like we prove every day that we did it and that we're doing it, but it's important that other people do that as well for our mission message to be loud and clear. More people need to share that they figured out a way to lose weight without dieting, without a meal plan, and without counting calories. People need to know you did that in order for society to change, because the culture.
And you're like a unicorn. Like, you are a unicorn. Like, people look at you and they're just like, how?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to say shocked, but like, surprised, I'm not sure of still the number of people that just literally cannot understand how a human being can lose weight without a meal plan or rules or counting calories.
It's all, yeah, we've been working at this for a long time, you guys. And I mean, you see us work our ass off to be everywhere, we have a podcast, 3 podcasts a week just to keep showing up, to share how this can be your life, how can this can be possible. Also social media, like this is our way to keep sharing that message. And so for us to be showing up at that level as well, and for so long, it still almost shocks us how many people are still blinded by the weight loss industry. And the reason why is because of the mindset. So it really is because of the beliefs. Like, I believe that I need to count calories to lose weight. When you say that, it becomes your truth. And so I believe that you can lose weight without a meal plan and counting calories. I believe it to my core because I've done it. So like, I've done it, I do it, I live it. I'm not on a meal plan. I don't count calories, and I did not regain my weight, and like, I'm in control of what I'm doing. And I worked on that other side of the coin when it comes to weight loss. So man, your beliefs, guys, your beliefs, you are one belief, one mindset away from a different life, and you're not allowing yourself to go see what's on the other side.
I mean, I had someone say to me yesterday, but I need to count calories and measure to lose weight. And this is a person who has been dieting for a decade at least. And I said, let's go back and really explore the experience that you're describing to me that works. That is the only thing that works. Where are you at? And she's like, I'm frustrated. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I struggle with my relationship with food. And it's so important that you guys realize or recognize that doing things like counting calories, following meal plans have consequences above and beyond just losing the weight and gaining it back. Yeah. It's damaging your relationship with food.
And yourself, and also your beliefs around you being able to do this, like confidence wise, and also just like you feel like you're broken. And I feel like we don't take the time enough to reflect on that. Okay, so tip 1 was learning about calorie deficit. And it's the foundation. It's the number one thing that you need to learn, understand, believe in. And so when you join Your Way Weight Loss, there's a full course on calorie deficit. Okay. So like, that's why, people are like, but how did you do it? I listened to Your Way Weight Loss content. Like, I now believe in the Your Way Weight Loss content. The Your Way Weight Loss way allowed me to create my way. Okay. And so the content is for everyone, but then you're going to end up using that content your way. So it's information, you take it, you live your life your way, because it can be used in everyone's individual way. Oh, okay. So calorie deficit was tip 1. Tip 2 in successful weight loss is no meal plan. Like, that is my tip. Like, do not start a new meal plan. Do you hear us? A meal plan is not a successful way to lose weight. I don't care if you lose weight with the meal plan. It's not a successful weight loss plan.
Here's the thing, guys. I don't care how much you like what's on your meal plan. I don't care how delicious the things are on your meal plan. If there are things not on your meal plan, you will feel deprived. You are not learning about how to coexist your actual real life and your goals. Like, it's just such a short-term, not even solution, fix, Band-Aid. Will it give you fat loss? If you follow your meal plan to a T, will it give you fat loss? Yes. Yeah. But is that your goal? Or is your goal changing your life, healing your relationship with food, existing in a body you feel comfortable in while living a life you actually enjoy?
Yeah. And us saying like, no meal plan is definitely not what the diet industry wants us to be saying, or even any programs that give you a meal plan. They're upset by us because they're like, Well, there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm just trying to help. That's what they're like, oh, well, that this way they don't have to think too much about what they want to eat. And I'm like, listen, my service and my mission is to allow women to make their own choices. And so I am going to advocate for the way to lose weight without it, because I know it's possible. And so someone needs to be that voice, because all the other voices are saying that you need it. So I'm going to be that voice in your head that says, but wait, there is a way not to do it. And then it becomes your responsibility to believe what you want to believe. And it also becomes your responsibility to advocate for the type of life you want and the type of like what you're actually working on. And so that's why we are so like strong about that one, because we understand that being on a meal plan, someone else's meal plan, or even putting yourself on a diet with the experience you've had in the past of like, oh, well, I should be eating this because the last time I did this, like, sometimes people don't even join someone else's meal plan. They just put themselves on their own diet because they've done so many of them. Not allowing yourself full range and working on an abundance mindset and working on your relationship with food, and also just the baggage and the shit that you believe. We're just like repeating that same cycle of we're dieting. So we are that voice, we are that message that you can do this without that. You choose whatever you want, but just know that this is a possibility. And that was a big part of our documentary. Like we said multiple times in the documentary.
And I'm so glad that we chose somewhere like Tim Hortons, because if we would have done that exact same experiment with plant-based or with whatever, it wouldn't have the same message. But it had the same message because we still felt deprived, even though we were eating multiple donuts a day. So it was so important that that message got through, that it doesn't matter what's on your meal plan.
Yeah.
And like nothing screams diet like bringing your own Tupperware container. Like what are you sitting with your kids? What, like you're like they're watching and you're sitting there with your Tupperware container
and
like,
your face. It's your face. You're sitting there with your face. That's what really matters.
And are you going out to eat? And if you are going out to eat, it's your cheat day. Like, are you going to a party, but you're not eating anything? Or like,
And you're not eating anything, but it's your face and your words. I can't. I'm not allowed.
I'm on a diet.
Not on my meal plan, trying to lose weight. The message that we're sending when we are not the decision maker, when we are not, and this is the thing as well, okay? So we've talked about meal plans. That's when you like purchase a meal plan or you put yourself on a meal plan. I also want to talk about this. It's when you start the year throwing out everything. So ultimately there are foods that are allowed and not allowed in the house. And, all that like thing that moment of like, we're changing everything, everyone in this household, whether you live alone or not, you're not recognizing the message that you're sending to yourself, to your family members, that the current food that is in your pantry and in your fridge is not good enough for weight loss. Is not healthy, is not good, it's bad, it's fattening, it's the reason why. This is what you're doing. This is the message you're sending. And honestly, everything that's in your house right now can coexist with weight loss. So why are we sending out that message in your own brain or in your children's brain or in your husband's brain that the food that is in the house right now is the problem? The problem is in between your head. That is what it's your relationship with food. Why do you have a bad relationship with food? Because of your beliefs around food, because of your knowledge around food as well. And why can't this food coexist with weight loss? Because of your beliefs about weight loss, your knowledge around weight loss. That is what we need to attack, not the pantry. The pantry is just sitting there. You're the one going in and saying these things and believing these things about what's in there. And also, you were the one bringing in the things that is in there. So it really is about giving yourself that power back and not taking it away. And that when you're joining someone else's meal plan or when you're just eating in someone else's way, you're just giving yourself up. You're like, I can't do this. And you know what? It's not your fault, because that is what the diet industry, that was their method since the get-go. We will either tell you to count points or tell you to count calories, or we will tell you what to eat. Don't worry, we got you, because you can't be trusted. So we're going to do this for you. Oh, aren't we so nice? And the generational damage that this has done to us and to our mothers, and now we're putting this on our kids, is just no one's talking about it. It's like no one's talking about the years that we've all like tried to do that. And that doesn't even include the shit we've seen on TV and the other crazy things that are on social media right now, like something you plug into your belly button or that like, and then it like melts. Like the fact that that is even like allowed, that should be not allowed. It's like on like, we can't, those videos should be deleted. I don't understand how that's allowed. Every time I go on TikTok, that's the first video that pops up. That should be deleted. That should not be allowed. That's like, we should fight for social media to be better.
Well, TikTok is a whole nother breed, right? That wouldn't happen on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, true. Facebook definitely report that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that probably people listening are, hopefully we've brought up some points. Are like, yeah, I remember how sucky it was to be on a meal plan. Yes, I've done a meal plan before and I lost weight, but I gained it back. Like, okay, so what, like, now what?
Yeah.
So we don't want you guys to do a meal plan. So then you're like, okay, I'm in my home, I'm with my pantry, I'm with my fridge. I'm not going to do a meal plan. What do I do?
Okay, so this is the right time when you're like, I want to change the way I'm eating. That is, you are allowed to want to change how you feed your body and what you put in there. Absolutely. So you can be like, I get it, girls, but like, I don't want to be eating cheesecake every night. Okay, I get that. Or the cheesecake that's in my fridge is like calling my name. I understand. Why is it calling your name? Why do you feel like you need to eat it all today? And just like having that, that next level awareness. But honestly, what I would recommend people is to start creating awareness around their food values. And like, you say you want to eat better. What does that mean? Like people say that I want to eat better. What does that mean? Eating better. Is that more vegetables, more fruits, less processed? Like, what does that mean to you? Not someone else or not what society deemed as healthier, but you just told me you want this. You want to change the way you're behaving around food and the type of food you're consuming. Okay, now I want to know more about what you do want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like people know what they don't want. I don't want to be eating cheesecake. I know I should, like, I don't want to be overeating, but okay, but what do you want? Well, I want to, like, when do you want to eat? Do you want to eat breakfast? Are you even hungry? Do you want to eat 6 times a day? Do you just want to go with the flow? Do you want to start working on your hunger cues? But before you even start behaving and making changes in your life, there is so much self-awareness that you need.
There's actually so much work to be done. I was trying to kind of lay out in my brain what skills, what mindset things that I thought people needed to have mastered or pretty close to mastered before they were ready to lose weight without a diet. And it was a lot.
Oh my God, it's so complex. It's a lot. Yeah.
So honestly, what I'm gonna tell you guys, you need to join your weight loss. Like that's what I'm going to tell you, because there's literally a course for every single thing I brought up. And I wasn't trying to like have this moment where it's like, oh, your weight loss is amazing. But I listed and I was like, okay, they need to understand calorie deficit. They need to work on abundance mindset. They need to understand their food values and their happiness. I think there was one more. And I was like, we literally have a course on every single one of those. And basically it's like the month when you first join, that month is for that learning. That's what you guys need. And you are not wasting time learning about yourself and calorie deficit.
Yeah, I think that people think they're wasting time if they're not attacking their pantry. And this is the thing. You're doing other kind of like this work is
you're doing work
value.
It just looks different.
This
work looks different.
Yeah. And this is why, like, it's not your fault because, you know, with the diet industry, again, that timeline, just like losing weight quickly was the goal. And so the minute you went through a whole week without losing weight, you wasted a week. You wasted a week of your 12-week detox. And so that's why it feels heavy when you go through a week and no weight loss happened and no big, massive changes physically happened. And you're not valuing the other type of work that needs to be done for successful weight loss. There's literally a course in Your Weight Loss. That's how to create your own meal plan. Because honestly, you are on a meal plan right now. It might include cheesecake and a lot of it every night. And that's why you want to change your meal plan. You want it to be maybe 1 piece of cheesecake every night instead of 7 but like, it really is about how you want to do it.
Guys, the cheesecake is not the problem. I have struggled with my relationship with food for years. Okay. It was never what was in my home because I would always find something to overeat. Always. And I'm sure a lot of people can probably connect with that. So I could have all the, delicious, traditionally junk food in my home, and I would overeat it. I could have nothing, and I would find something to overeat. So it was never that was the problem. And removing that was not helping either. It was my relationship with food that is complex. So is yours. And it needs to be given the time, effort, and energy that it deserves to actually finally get you to a place where you are ready to lose weight.
That was amazing. Okay, so tip number 2 was just exactly that. No meal plans, please. You are, first of all, already on a meal plan. You are allowed to want to adjust it and work on it. But I truly believe that doing that without feeling like you're on a diet deserves mindset work. There is work to be done before you can adjust your own meal plan, not in a diet way. You need to see your food values. You need to learn so much about your habits. You need to learn about calorie deficit. There's a lot to learn. And so you deserve to have a program like Your Way Weight Loss to help you achieve that. Is that it? Anything you want to add about tip number 2? No? Okay, guys. So until January, so there's 10 days left to get 20% off the 6-month and year membership. Clearly, we want no timelines to be apart. So that's actually one of our tips, just FYI. That timeline is also pressure. And when we're pressure, we often behave in a way just for weight loss. And so having the 6 months or year membership and taking that pressure off is that's why we are really promoting those longer commitments, because that's the time it will take and it deserves, like you said, it deserves that time. So with the code YWWL20 and joining for a 6-month or year membership, you get 20% off. Anyways, the link is in the bio. It is time. It is your time to shine. It is your time to do it in a different way. It is a new year, a new way, a new approach, something completely different, because you deserve that. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Right.